Ball. Some better ball movement this time. Frees up Valou for a three, and she connects. In a couple of years when these freshmen mature, as Woods finds Franklin on the block, and the Hawks good passing that time. Franklin losing the dribble, able to pick it back up. Valou now has to fire up a three and makes it go. Franklin cutting into the lane, lays it in. First quarter. Woods free for a jumper, right side, yes. Has it poked away, 6 seconds on the shot clock, 4 now. Rule gonna have to fire up a three and got it with the shot clock winding down. Again, back to this zone for UVA, and again, the Hawks struggling a little bit until right there. It for Woods. Woods backing down Mason, turnaround. Tough shot for Chelsea Woods. Garner inside, Woods left wide open. And now the Hawk crowd starting to get into it. The reasons they've stayed in this game, along with the three-point shot. Here's Fioravanti inside and lays it in to make it a one-possession game. Brown, what a play by Rule. She has stepped up in a big way tonight. Turns it over. Garner, the lay-in, yes! Rule in the corner, based in a three on the way, yes! And she ties it up. Back to man-to-man defense for the Cavaliers. Here's Woods driving, swish. Now Rule into the corner, based in another three on the way. Yes! 2 big threes here late in this game.
Start with an opening statement from St. Joe's head coach Cindy Griffin following the Hawks WNIT first round opener.
Yeah, I thought it was a great game. I thought our kids came and competed. Thought we competed for 40 minutes. I think the game kind of went up and down. I thought we had control the first quarter. They had control the second quarter. Third quarter, we're down. We come back and tie it up. It just came down to a couple plays there at the end. 3 defensive plays, 3 offensive plays, and we weren't able to close out the game. But very proud of the season that we've had. We certainly had some challenges in the beginning, but as I told our players, I don't think we would have been the team that we are at the end if we didn't have to go through those struggles. So, and our theme was together we will, and we certainly did that. I'm very proud of our kids.
Open up to questions.
You kind of alluded to it, but do you see, as the season progressed and the team, got better, do you see now a good building block and a foundation for the future?
I do. I think it was really important for this team in particular to experience postseason, to understand that we do play in March, and that this is what St. Joe basketball is all about. And I was proud of them for getting into a postseason and for also competing the way we competed today.
In this particular game, how much the turnovers did that have an aspect or an impact on the game?
Yeah, we knew coming in without Alyssa, our starting point guard, who handles the ball for us. She does so many things for us that it was going to be tough. I thought Jaren and Mackenzie did an unbelievable job of controlling the tempo, but certainly down the stretch, it would have been nice to have your starting point guard in during those situations. But you can't control injuries, and I thought the kids did the best they could.
And a good effort though by Marlene Willoughby from Virginia. How much of an impact did she have?
She's a terrific player. We knew coming in it was going to be a tough matchup for us. We certainly thought about going zone, but it was close enough that we felt we didn't want to give any open threes. The way that Mason and number 10 shoot the ball, they just shoot the ball so well. So it was like, all right, well let's try to get stops. I think there was a couple controversial calls there at the end that again, it could have gone either way. We got to do your work on the other end so that those things happen that may happen on the other end. So I think she's a terrific player, and we had our hands full tonight.
I guess it's the kind of nature of college basketball. You fought so hard to get to the postseason, but it ends. It'll end for everybody. Is the finality of it? Does that kind of hit you yet?
Well, I think sometimes with the season, when you finish your conference tournament and then you kind of are in this waiting pattern based on when the Atlantic 10 finishes. So you're in a transition phase. So I think that prepares you for this sudden stop, if you will, because you've kind of been not preparing for it. Eventually it's going to end. Like as I told the kids, there's two teams in the country that are going to end on a win. Two. The NCAA champion and the NIT champion. So, the percentages aren't that good that it's going to be, right? So you have to kind of prepare for it, but you don't want it to happen. You don't want to see the scene, like this is it for the seniors, and you just, your heart goes out to them because they gave us so much.
And this team didn't seem like they weren't ready to end it. They wanted it to continue.
They certainly did, and that's always a challenge as a coach as well, because you don't know what the mentality is going to be, once that the conference tournament's over. And this team just loves basketball. They love being around each other, and let me tell you, it was one of the most enjoyable years I've had in coaching. Really, just terrific kids.